Hey Mom, how's it going? I'm really sorry to be doing this, but I don't think that I'm going to be able to go back home this summer.
Jason, what a pleasant surprise to hear from you. It's a shame that you're not going to be able to make it, but thank you for telling me. I do appreciate it. I suppose I'll just remember that for when I start to make the plans for us here. We'll really miss you, though.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all of this. I promise to make it up to you and Dad and visit you guys really soon, though. Are you two going to be okay on your own this summer? All that grilling and retired life isn't going to be too much on you, right?
Hey now, it's not like we're senior citizens or something. Your dad and I can move around just fine, thank you very much. Your parents aren't that old yet, you know.
Well, I'm very glad to hear that. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys soon. I feel like it's been forever since we were last able to get together.
I know what you mean, dear, but I suppose it really can't be helped after all, right? I mean, it just seems that you're always so busy with work all the time.
Ugh. You really have no idea. They work me quite hard over there. And lately we've been working on this project and they've been having me even go on every Saturday for a while now. I feel like I'm hardly even at my own home ever.
Oh wow, that sounds like a lot of work for you. I certainly hope that you're taking care of yourself and not letting yourself run ragged with all that. You know that money can't buy health, don't you? Or at least it can, but only at a very high price. Your dad and I are figuring that out now in our old age.
What are you talking about, Mom? I thought you said you two were still plenty young. But I am taking care of myself, I promise. I just need to take some time off this summer. A break to refresh and give myself a little reset. I was actually thinking of going on a small vacation with my family during then. That's how I won't be able to show up. I already asked for the time off from work.
Oh, Jason, you should have said something. You know that I would never be upset with you for wanting to take a vacation with your family. I just know that little Caleb would love to get a chance to travel around.
I really hope so. It feels like the only times we've ever been able to do anything as a family like this is when he's off school in the summer. So I really hope that we can make this trip work and have a good time. Although lately I have been trying to spend more time with him by playing games and doing stuff like that after school too.
I understand what it's like to be so busy with work that you hardly feel you have any time for anything else. But I am glad that you're at least making time here and there to be with your son.
Well, of course, I would feel awful if I didn't. He doesn't really have anything to do with me being busy. He's just a kid. I really do wish that it was easy to make time to play with him. Not only to be with Caleb, but also just to take some of the burden off of Clara.
You really are a sweet young man, the way you care so much about your family. You're making sure to remember everyone's birthday as well as your anniversary, right?
Of course I remember those. Did you know how much trouble I get in as a dad and husband if I forgot? It's not like we never do anything as a family.
I know, but it's also important to remember to not just be there for each other on the anniversary and birthdays, though. You need to show all your love and gratitude for each other every day.
I know, Mom. I promise that I'll try and make sure my family knows just how much I love them. As for if Claire is actually picking up on those messages is a completely different story, however.
Oh my, did something happen between the two of you? I hope everything's okay.
It's nothing that you need to worry about. I just feel like even more than Caleb, Clara and I haven't got to spend much time together at all.
I know that feeling. It really does get more difficult once a child gets involved. Anyways, you just let me know when your anniversary is, and I'll be more than happy to take Caleb off your hands for the night so that the two of you can do something.
You did it for us last year too, and it really helped, Mom. Maybe I will end up asking you again this year.
Well, anything to help you and Clara. Especially if it means I get to spend more time with my grandson. But you two need your alone time too. I understand that very much.
Thank you so much, Mom. You don't know how great it is knowing that you'll be there for us. Well, I'll let you know what my plans are and if I need to call on you for anything like that.
No problem. Just give me a little heads up so that I can make sure I'm free then as well. But I'll always be here for you when you need me, son. I'm very proud of you. Hello, Clara. I was just wondering if Caleb happened to be at home with you today. Hi there, Donna. No, sorry. Caleb's away at a friend's house playing right now. Why do you ask? Did you need to talk to him about something? Oh, I was just curious, since earlier when I was on the phone with Jason, he said that Caleb was there. And anyways, I wanted to ask if Caleb might like some of these fresh vegetables that I've just grown in my garden. Oh, yeah. Sometimes I forget that you really like growing your own food. But you really have enough to give us some? It's not much, but I thought Caleb might enjoy to see a little gift like that from his grandma. Do you know if he's going to be home tomorrow around noon? Oh, sorry. You don't actually have to send us anything, you know. I mean, I thought that Jason told you we were all going to go on vacation together, right? I thought that you all weren't going to be leaving for another week or so. Jason told me that he wouldn't have a problem if I brought them over. Yes, it isn't going to be for another week, but we already have food that we're trying to get through here so that it doesn't go bad while we're away. I have no idea why Jason would have told you that we wanted even more food. But I guess he probably just told you that without even checking the state of our fridge. Oh, I see. Well, I'm very sorry for the mix-up then. I didn't mean to inconvenience you with even more food. I just thought that you all might like something fresh from my garden. No, don't worry about it. I'm sorry for the mix-up. I suppose in that case I could just bring over the book then. The last time I saw Caleb, we were walking through a bookstore and he kept staring at this one book the whole time. He told me that he read it in school but really liked it and wanted a copy of his own. I bought one for him and wanted to give it to you to give to him. Okay, well, I guess that's all right as long as it's just a book. But I'm sorry about that. Caleb should know better than to ask for gifts like that. I'll talk to him about better ways to communicate that sort of thing. No, it's not a problem for me at all. I'm glad that he said something so that I knew what to get him. Please don't be mad at him for that. I thought he talked about the book very sweetly. You know, Donna, sometimes I worry that you're just a little too soft on Caleb. Maybe you should stop spoiling so much, actually. The thing is, he's been acting up and talking back to me a lot more lately. And I've been thinking that it might have something to do with you always giving him whatever he wants. Really? Caleb is talking back to you? But that's so odd. I almost can't even picture him acting that way. I know, but that's because you don't live with him. You just take care of him and go out to do fun things with him. He is a very, very different person once he's home. I've talked to him about his behavior several times, but he just won't listen to me. I see. Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. I thought that he would act how he is with me while he's at home. I know, and I wish that were the case, but now he really is starting to take things a little too far. So I want to ask for your help in setting him straight. And I think we need to start by putting a little bit of a space between you and him. Would you mind not calling the house as often? I think that he sees you as a kind of get-out-of-jail-free card.
So if he doesn't have you, then you'll just have to start listening to me.
I suppose I could do that. Although I would really miss getting to talk to you all if I couldn't call.
I know, but maybe you could just avoid us entirely for the summer. I think that would be best for everyone. That way, I could just regain a bit of control over my child. You understand, right?
You don't want me to talk to Caleb all summer? But don't you think that's just a little bit excessive? I mean, this might make him act out even more, you know. He is only 2 years old after all. I think it's normal for kids his age to start getting a little more selfish, no?
Oh, I know all about that, don't worry. But I've talked to Jason about this, and we think that it's for the best. So please, if you could help us with this, it would be greatly appreciated.
I see. Well, if that's what you both want me to do, then it's not my place to object, now is it? In that case, I'll just send the book through the mail. I hope that you all have a really nice vacation, though.
Thank you for understanding, Donna. I'll be going now.
Jason! Just what is the matter with you all, huh? What are you trying to get at here?
Mom, what are you talking about? Is everything okay? What happened?
I am talking about Caleb, of course. Just what in the world are you and Clara thinking?
What about Caleb? I really have no idea what you're talking about at all.
Are you seriously going to try and play dumb about your own son with me right now? How could you and Clara go on your vacation and leave Caleb at home all by himself? That's so irresponsible of you. Not just you, but Clara, too. How could you both do this to poor, sweet little Caleb?
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm away on a business trip right now, but I thought Clara was going to be taking Caleb on a road trip.
You're on a business trip right now? But that doesn't make sense. I thought you said you'd already asked our company for the time off to take a vacation with everyone, right? I thought that you and Clara had gone and left Caleb here all by himself.
So Caleb really is at the house by... What the heck is going on? I was really hoping that was just some kind of bad joke you were trying to pull.
Why on earth do you think that I would lie about something like this? Are you telling me that you really didn't know your son was here at home all by himself?
I had no idea, I swear. I really thought that he was with his mom on a trip right now. I would have been with him if a coworker of mine hadn't gotten sick. After that, I was called in to take his place on the business trip because there was nobody else there. I really thought that Claire had him, though. What the heck is going on?
I see. So then, I guess if you're away and really had no clue about this, then that means it was Clara who left Caleb here. But I got a phone call from Caleb not that long ago asking if he could come and stay with me for a while.
He called you on the phone all by himself?
I guess he was so scared of being at home all by himself that he felt like he had no other choice but to call me. I asked him what he was doing at home, and that's when he told me that he was there all by himself. I was so confused because I was sure that he was meant to be away on a trip with the rest of you. So that's why I thought that you and Clara had just left Caleb and gone on a trip yourselves.
Well, that's not the case at all. But is Caleb okay? Are you with him now?
Yes, he sounded just fine over the phone. But your dad is driving over to your house now to go and pick him up. I think he should make it there by the late afternoon or so.
I see. I had no idea about any of this. Thank you so much for telling me, Mom. And I'm so sorry that you and Dad are having to take care of this problem while I'm away. I just don't even know what to say.
Well, you don't have to worry about me. It's Caleb who I was really worried for.
I know, but I don't know if I can do this anymore.
Do what? What's the matter, Jason? Is everything okay?
Mom, I'm so sorry to drop this on you all of a sudden, but I'm pretty sure that Claire is cheating on me. I don't have any proof, but I think that it's with someone from my office. I've seen him and her walking and talking together when they didn't know I was there.
You think that Clara is cheating on you? Are you serious? I would have never taken her to be that kind of girl. But that would mean that the reason she left Caleb at home would be to...
That's right. I think that she's going on a trip to be with this other man that she's seeing. I thought that she was acting a bit suspicious, but I didn't want to say anything without any kind of proof, you know?
I don't believe it, though. How could she just leave her poor 2-year-old son all by himself to go and do something like that? It's actually horrible. I don't know what else to call it.
I really thought that I was going to be able to go on this trip with the two of them, but I guess that Clara must have canceled Caleb's reservation and just made it so everything was set up for her to go alone.
It really seems that way, doesn't it? I just don't understand how she could do that to such a sweetie.
This is all my fault. If I didn't agree to go on this stupid business trip, none of this would have ever happened. If I didn't always try to make my job happy, then maybe Clara wouldn't be cheating on me right now.
Jason, please, you really shouldn't be blaming yourself for any of this. If Clara is cheating on you, then that's something that you and her are going to have to talk about as husband and wife. But you are not at fault for leaving your child at home alone like this.
You really think so? I hope so. Anyways, I'm going to call the office and explain what happened so I can get back home right away.
You really think you're going to be able to come back? I thought that you said that you were the only person your office had to handle this business trip.
I know, but this is my son we're talking about, and he's home all alone. I'm sure that if I can call the office and tell them exactly what's going on, that they'll understand why I have to go home early. I can't help but feel partially responsible for this, so I'm going to step up and be there for my son now that he needs me.
Okay then, Jason. I really hope that your work understands the situation that you're in. In the meantime, your dad and I will make sure that Caleb is taken care of. He'll be in good hands, don't you worry about that.
Hey there, Donna. I'm really sorry I couldn't get to the phone before. I was just so busy. By the time I saw you had called, we were already getting ready to get on the plane, so I couldn't really call you back.
So, then I take that you messaging me now means that you've landed? Tell me, did you have fun on your trip? I really hope that you all were able to enjoy it.
Oh yes, it really was just amazing. It had been so long since the three of us had been able to do something like that as a family.
So then you really all enjoyed getting to travel together as a family?
Of course we did. It really was a great time.
Oh, well, isn't that sweet? I would love to see some photos of Caleb enjoying the vacation if you wouldn't mind sending me some.
Oh, I'm really sorry, Donna. I'm just not the kind of person that takes that many photos, you know? I have plenty of shots of the scenery and things that we saw, but I don't think I have a single picture with any of us all together.
So then you enjoy taking photos of the sights, but not the people that you're there with?
Sorry, is there something you're trying to say, Donna? If you have a point to make, I'd rather you just come out with it than string me along.
Okay then, I don't think that you're fit to be raising Caleb at all.
Excuse me? Just where is all of this coming from all of a sudden? How could you even say something like that to me about my own son? I'm going to tell Jason that you just said that.
Oh, if you think that's bad, you should check out what you've done. I mean, just how could you leave your 2-year-old son at home all alone to go and take a trip by yourself?
What do you mean by that?
Did you know that while you were away enjoying yourself, I got a very troubling call from Caleb? He told me that he was home all alone and asked if he could stay with me for a while until his parents got back.
Wait, what? You're kidding me. He really called you? No, that can't be right. You've got to be lying to me.
Do you really think that I'd lie to you about something like this?
Well, Caleb is only 2 years old. Just how is he supposed to know how a phone works? You expect me to believe that not only could he use the house phone, but that he had your number memorized?
You do remember that I included a little note in the package with the book that I sent Caleb, don't you? I wrote a little letter to him saying that if he ever needed to call me, he could reach me at my number, and I wrote it down for him. And then you left him all alone, and that's why he called me.
Donna, I'm so sorry about this.
So you admit that you left him all alone at home?
I'm sorry, I'm so tired. It's so hard being a mom. I really just thought that no one would notice if I left Caleb alone for a while and took some me time. I just needed rest.
I know that being a parent can be hard, but still, you can't just leave a 2-year-old child at home like that. And just who were you traveling around with anyways?
What kind of question is that? Jason and I went on that trip together. I was with him the whole time.
There you go, lying to me again. Do you really think that I didn't look into this anymore? I reached out to Jason after Caleb called me. Do you want to guess what he told me?
You mean that you already talked to Jason about this?
Of course I did. You think I wasn't going to call my son after I found out that my grandchild was left alone at home?
But I haven't heard anything from Jason about any of this. Why wouldn't he mention this to me?
I suppose it's because he wanted to take this chance to catch you cheating on him. After all, there's no way that you would have admitted to anything if you had just come home when Jason told you what happened.
Cheating? You think that I'm cheating? I was never doing anything of the sort. I just went and took this trip all by myself. I just needed some me time, that's all, I swear.
Clara, please, just give it up already. Jason has suspected that you were cheating on him for quite some time now.
You're kidding me. He's been on to me this whole time?
That's right. He told me that he saw you flirting with one of his coworkers while you didn't know he was there. And that ever since then you were always texting someone on your phone and then even changed your sense of style. Jason knew that something must have been up to make you act that way. At first he thought that he could win you back over by trying to charm you, but I guess it didn't work.
But I don't get what this has to do with me cheating on him.
Well, it has to do with you cheating because you left Caleb at home all alone to go on vacation with this other man, didn't you? But you didn't change any of your plans, just canceled Caleb's. So Jason knew exactly where you were going to be and asked a friend to go there and collect photos of you and this man.
Please, no. You don't understand. I was just so tired.
I know how difficult it can be taking care of the house and raising a child, trust me. I was in your shoes once and felt like I was being run ragged by life. But you can't let the consequences of that fall on your child.
I understand. You can go ahead and tell Jason everything that I've told you here.
Are you sure about that?
I feel like he already knows most of this, but you can tell him what we've talked about.
You know that this is probably going to end for you and Jason then, right? I hope that you'll do the responsible thing and hand over custody to him.
But I don't want a divorce. Wait, no, I've changed my mind. I love my husband and my child. I want to make this work. We don't have to split up.
I understand how you feel, but I really do think it's too late for all of that. I don't think that Jason is going to want to stick with you after all of this. The best thing that you can do is accept whatever comes next.
Donna, I can't seem to get a hold of Jason. Do you know where he is right now? Is he with you? Can you please tell him to call me so that we can talk about this?
I can talk to Jason myself, yes. But I don't think that he wants to talk to you at all. If you hear anything from him, it'll probably be through his lawyer. I really wouldn't expect him to call you or anything like that.
Donna, you have to do something to help me, please. I don't want to lose my family. I promise to never make a mistake like this again. You have my word. Can't you just help me convince Jason not to leave me? I mean, you're his mother. He'll listen to you if you talk to him. I can't even think about living away from my husband and son.
I really don't think that it's my place to do that for you. This is a problem between you and Jason, and you two are going to have to figure it out amongst yourself. But I think that even Caleb would prefer to be with his father. He says that you hardly spend any time at home at all. Caleb told me that during the summers, while his dad is at work, he's left at home all alone because you have to go run errands. Whatever that might mean.
I really do just have a lot that I need to get done. It's not like I'm leaving Caleb at home alone all the time just so I can go see this other guy.
Either way, I think that's for you and Jason to talk about. But after what you did, I'd be very surprised if anyone forgave you. If Caleb didn't call us, then he would have been all by himself for a little over a week. How can you say that you care about your child when you did that to them? And if you're upset because Caleb is talking back more, then maybe it's because you're hardly in his life these days.
You're right. I'm so sorry. I never wanted this to happen.
And to top it all off, Caleb told me that you even told him not to say a word about being left at home alone to his dad. He told me that you told him that if he says anything to Jason, that Jason would leave the house and never come back. How could you threaten your own child like that? Anyways, I don't have anything left to say to you. After that, Clara tried calling Jason over and over again. When she finally did hear back from him, it was through his lawyer explaining the divorce process. Clara dragged her heels every step of the way, but finally the divorce was settled about 6 months later. In the end, Clara had to pay for her affair, child support, and alimony. Jason got custody of Caleb and moved back in with his father and I as he got over the divorce. We have no idea what Clara is up to because Jason refuses to have her be part of his life anymore. And although Caleb may want to rekindle a relationship with his mom in the future, Jason is choosing to keep them apart for the time being.